I got a call from my own number at 11 at night. It wasn't the first time I'd heard of number spoofing. I knew the technology existed. But when your own number lights up your screen while the phone is already in your hand, no technical explanation holds up. My name is Ryan. 31 years old, long-haul truck driver, on Route 40 somewhere between Oklahoma and Texas, alone in the cab at midnight with 200 miles still ahead of me. I answered. The other end was silent, not empty silence. The kind with someone in it, with breathing, with the weight of a person deciding whether to speak. "Who is this?" I said. The voice that answered nearly made me pull the wheel out of my lane. It was my voice. Not similar. Not close. My voice, the exact way I draw out the last word when I'm tired, the exact habit of clearing my throat lightly before saying something important. And that voice said, low and clear, "Don't stop at the next gas station." The line went dead. I kept driving in silence, heart going faster than it needed to. 15 minutes later, a sign appeared on the roadside. Gas station, 2 miles. I checked the fuel gauge. Enough for another 100 miles. I didn't need to stop. But I had been driving for 8 straight hours. I was tired. The coffee in my thermos had run out 2 hours ago. Pulling over for 15 minutes was completely reasonable. I thought about the call. I thought, this is someone's prank. Spoofing technology, AI voice, something not worth changing my plans over. I put my right turn signal on. Small gas station, old, pale yellow light washing over the canopy. 2 pumps, a lit convenience store, a pickup truck parked in the corner of the lot. Nothing unusual. I parked, went in, bought coffee and a snack, used the bathroom. The cashier, a kid around 20, didn't look up from his phone when he rang me up. I went back to the truck, put the coffee in the cup holder, started the engine. And that's when I saw the man. He was standing in the dark corner of the station, outside the reach of the lights, looking directly at my truck. Tall, dark jacket, completely still, in the way of someone who had been standing there a long time and would be standing there much longer. I watched him for about 3 seconds. He didn't move, didn't look away, just stared straight at my truck with the silence of someone waiting for something. I drove away. 5 miles from the station, the phone rang. Same number. My number. I answered immediately. "Was he still there when you left?" my own voice asked from the other end. "Yes," I said. "Who are you?" "You know who I am." "That's not possible." "Ryan." The voice cut me off, and the way it said my name, exactly the stress I use when I'm talking to myself, made me go quiet. "I don't have time to explain. You need to listen and do what I say." "Do what?" "Don't stop again until you reach Amarillo. Don't pay attention to anything on the road. Whatever you see, whoever waves you down, even if it looks like an accident, don't stop." "You're asking me to drive past an accident?" "I'm asking you to be alive tomorrow morning." Pause. "He knows your route. He knew it before you left." I looked in the rearview mirror. Route 40 stretched dark and empty behind me. "Who is he?" I asked. A short silence. Then, "I don't know. I only know that in the timeline I'm in, you stopped at that gas station. And you didn't make it to Amarillo." The line cut out again. I drove through the dark, hands tight on the wheel. The rational part of my mind, the practical part, the part that had been driving long haul for 10 years and didn't believe in strange things, lined everything up into a reasonable scenario. Someone knew my schedule. Someone was pranking me with an AI voice. The man at the gas station was just a guy standing outside having a smoke. But I didn't stop the truck. 20 miles later, I saw the accident. A car on its side at the edge of the road, hazard lights blinking, door hanging open. A figure standing in the middle of the highway waving, too dark to make out clearly, but the stance and the motion looked like someone who genuinely needed help. I checked the speedometer. 65 miles an hour. I thought about that voice. Whatever you see, whoever waves you down. I looked at the figure in the road as my truck came up on them, and I recognized him. Same height. Same dark jacket. And when my headlights swept across his face for a fraction of a second, no panic, no pain, nothing you'd see on someone who had just been in an accident. Just a flat, steady stare. The look of someone waiting. I pressed the accelerator. I didn't stop. In the rearview mirror I watched him stand still and watch my truck go. Not chasing. Not doing anything. Just standing in the middle of dark Route 40 watching, until I was too far away to see him. My heart was loud for the next 30 miles. I didn't stop. At 3:47 in the morning the Amarillo sign appeared. I pulled into the first overnight lot I saw, parked under the brightest street light, and sat in the cab with the engine running for 15 minutes. The phone never rang again. The next morning I read the local news over coffee at a diner nearby. A long-haul truck driver had gone missing on Route 40 the previous night. His truck was found on the shoulder, engine still running, no sign of a crash. The driver was gone. That truck had left at the same time as me. Same direction. Same starting point in Oklahoma City. The exact same route as mine. I never told my company. Never told the police. Never told anyone until now. Because I don't know how to explain the part that matters most. Not the man on the road. Not the staged accident. Not the missing driver on the same route. It's the question I haven't been able to stop thinking about since that night. The voice on the phone said, "In the timeline I'm in, you stopped at that gas station. And you didn't make it to Amarillo." Which means in that timeline, a version of me did stop. And that version didn't make it to Amarillo. But that version still exists somewhere. Still living, or existing in some way, in that other timeline. And that version called me. Called from his own number to warn a different version of himself. I don't know what that means about the nature of time or existence, or what happens to a person who doesn't make it where they were going. I only know one thing. Every time my phone rings and my own number comes up on the screen, I answer immediately. And I listen.